Hello and welcome. On the menu today, we have a strong core centering session for you. And the session is going to consist of 3 different levels, which I will separate into 3 distinct videos for you. So before we start, just know your level of expertise when it comes to core strengthening. And let's start with the basics in level 1. So I invite you to take a seated position, whatever makes you feel comfortable. You see me sitting in half lotus or Ardha Padmasana. Feel free to sit in Sukhasana with your legs in front, or even elevate your pelvis onto a pillow so you can really have a comfortable seat. Maybe you want to move your body a little bit so it can adjust to a natural position where you feel firmly grounded and calm, and yet erect, your spine growing towards the sky and your shoulders dropping. First, I invite you to become aware of your breath cycle and where you currently are, and then go with the flow. Find an inhalation and let it travel up onto your chest. Maybe it reaches the top of your shoulders. And exhale. Feel this grounding and earthing movement as the air leaves your body. Let's do this 2 more times. We inhale. Feel the expansion, the widening of the chest. And with an exhale, maybe you want to keep that space you just found and feel the rooting arrive in your pelvis again. Last time. Let's inhale together. And exhale. And then let's take our hand and place it onto our belly. You can make some movements here to really get in touch and feel your navel. And feel as you inhale that if there's no stabilization of your pelvis nor the ribs, that your belly drops out into your hands as you inhale. And it retracts or draws away from your hand if you activate your abdominal muscles. Let's try this one more time. So let's inhale together. Belly can pop out. Broad, wide belly. And with an exhale, activate your abdominals and feel your navel and your belly drawing away from your hand. One more time. We inhale and we exhale. And why is this so important? Let it go. Just breathe normally. Because if we're doing core training, we really want to make sure that we're actually centering into the physical and also emotional core of our body, and that we learn to stabilize a connection that actually brings us into the moment and stabilize all the structures that surround our navel, like our pelvis and also our ribs, which tremendously helps or aids our shoulders. So whenever you hear me say navel to spine, or draw your navel in and up, or Uddiyana Bandha, this is the action we just practiced. That with an exhale, the navel draws away from the front side of the body into the depths of the body, touching imaginatively the spine itself. And maybe you can hold the navel firmly there, glued to your spine in your imagination, even when you inhale. Depending on your level of practice and expertise, this is going to happen more easily for you, or maybe it takes a little bit of work. So if you're familiar with this, feel free to skip on to another level in the following videos ahead, Well, let's practice the basics. So I invite you that you remove your aids, your sitting aids, and come with me on your hands and knees. And make sure that your knees are hip width apart and located more or less directly underneath your pelvis. And you can have this broad duck's feet, spreading your fingers, placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders. And we're making sure that we are really grounding the shoulders. So let's draw them up onto our ears one more time, inhaling. And with an exhale, dropping them down, reconnecting them to our pelvis. Let's see that we can stabilize our shoulders here. And then with an inhale, I invite you to breathe into your belly, feeling it drop towards the floor. And with an exhale, feel that you're drawing your navel again to the spine. This is Uddiyana Bandha. And we see if we can hold this as we inhale. And exhale again. And maybe you can feel that this is actually a pranayama. So we're directing the breath. If the navel is firmly glued onto our spine and we inhale, and you pay attention, you will feel that with every inhale, your breath is directed onto the sides of your body, onto the back of your body, and that your pelvis and your navel are very stable and staying in place. One more time. And if you need to take a break, just sit back into child's pose, practicing your breath and inhaling, letting the navel come out. And with an exhale, again, drawing the navel to the spine. And you can stay here and stop the video and continue later. But if you're ready, just come back up with me onto hands and knees. One more time. Find your position so that your shoulders are grounded. Go into the gradient that you feel with an inhale, the belly comes out. And with an exhale, you draw your navel to the spine. Let's see if we can hold this as we inhale, observing the path of the breath. And exhale again. And then let's put another challenge in there. So you inhale, keeping the navel. Exhale, checking the shoulders, loosening up the neck, and then lift with the next inhale. Navel stays firmly grounded. Your right leg to the back. Exhale, feel the push through both hands, keeping the navel, and with the next inhale, draw your left arm forward. Exhale there, ground the shoulders, keep the neck loose, and we're breathing for 3. Navel stays in place. 1. 2. Last one. 3. And then inhale one more time, moving throughout your body, igniting it. And with an exhale, come back, dropping the right knee, dropping the left arm, and release the pose and your head, and also the navel if you want to, coming back into child's pose. I'm keeping my head slightly lifted, so my mic is working better. But feel free to really drop your forehead to the floor, releasing the shoulders and finding your breath. Belly can come out as we inhale. You can draw the navel to the spine as you exhale. And we're doing this 2 more times. 1. Last one. 2. And then we keep the navel as we inhale. We're coming back up onto hands and knees. And with an exhale, find again the rooting of your shoulders, connecting your upper body to your lower body. Feeling with an inhale, again, maybe navel loose or drawn to spine, the connection throughout the body. And with an exhale, anchor yourself back into your navel and get ready for action. So with the navel firmly stabilized, with an inhale, we're lifting our left leg. Exhaling, pushing the floor away, keeping the navel. And then with an inhale, lift your right arm forward, reaching. And with an exhale, reconnect your shoulders. And we're staying here for 3 breaths. Neck is completely loose. 1. Stable, firmly grounded shoulders. 2. Zipping up our connection from the pelvis to the heart. Last one. 3. Very good. And then again, as you exhale, release the left leg first, knee to the floor, right hand follows. Sit back and release. Feel the expansion of every inhale through the whole of the torso. With an exhale, feel the soft wave gliding through your body, bringing your body deeper to the earth. Again, I'm keeping my head lifted as we inhale so you can hear me better. Exhale, see if the body takes up more space maybe and can release. Last time, we inhale. And exhale. And then keeping the head released, finding your center. Inhale one more time. Maybe your navel is already stable, drawn to the spine. Or as you exhale, feel this contraction, feel this centering, the firming in the center of your body. With the next inhale, travel up onto hands and knees again. And exhale, find your shoulders, find your navel, find your neck completely released. And we're going into a dynamic exercise, so we're going to bring a little bit more movement into the previous exercise. I invite you again to find the stabilization of your navel. And with the next inhale, reaching out the right leg straight behind you. And with an exhale, lifting the left arm and coming up here. Finding the floor, finding the center. Inhale one more time. And with an exhale, drawing your right knee to your left elbow, keeping the navel stable. We go into expansion, keeping the back of the neck long. Inhale. Exhale, second repetition. Find this drawing together, centering action of Samana. Last time we inhale. And exhale. And then from here we can spread out one more time with an inhalation. And with an exhale, coming back down, taking a couple of breaths just to release the shoulders, to let go of our navel, and to reconnect with our breath. For 3, 1. Soft sinking action. 2, melting into the floor, releasing the neck. And 3. Very good. Find the contraction, navel to spine. Let the head drop, rocking up with an inhale onto our hands and knees. Exhale, getting ready for the stabilization of shoulders and navel. And we're reaching out to the other side. So we're lifting with an inhale the left leg. Exhale, drawing our navel to the spine. Inhale, lifting the right arm. And with an exhale, start the movement. See this, that the movement follows your breath. And keeping the navel as we expand again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. And then from here, reach out one more time. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the right hand down, bringing the left knee down. Sit back and relax. Melt into the floor. Feel that you can circle the shoulders if you want to release the trapezius, the neck, And feel that your breath is flowing freely without you engaging Uddiyana Bandha. And that you can come back to yourself and finding the soft reconnection with your breath. One more time, we inhale. And exhale. Before you come up, feel that you inhale one more time. Observe where the breath wants to go into your body. And with an exhale, finding your center, stabilizing your physique, letting the head drop and come up with an inhale. Very good. And then with an exhale, crossing your ankles, come rolling over your legs. Or if this is too difficult for you due to knee issues, just keeping the legs on the side and moving forward like this. We arrive on the front edge of our mat. I encourage you to have your feet hip width apart and to maybe help yourself with your hands on your lower shins to really draw yourself forward and up, having the shoulders firmly grounded, the heart lifted, and we're going to find with an exhale our feet drawing to our pelvis. This gives a little bit of push for our pelvis so our heart can lift. And with an exhale, just gather again your navel towards your spine, keeping the shoulders firmly rooted as before. And we're going to lean back or broadening the angle between our legs and our torso as we inhale. And with an exhale, remind ourselves that we're drawing the navel to the spine. From this connection, hands may be on the side of your body on the floor. Bring one leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring the other leg up and see if you can hold your navel with the arms maybe on the floor, maybe in front of you as you're breathing for 3. 1, 2, and last one, 3. And if this is enough, just bring your feet to the floor and rest, maybe rolling back down. But if you have a little bit more juice in you, let's see if we can take a progression here. So we're coming back into legs or lower legs parallel to the floor. We're still drawing our navel to the spine. We're finding us in our own breath cycle. And with the next inhale, we're going to extend the legs, extending the torso away from our knees. And with an exhale, reconnect again in your center and draw yourself up. We're doing this 3 more times. We inhale and exhale and inhale. 2, exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Good work. Place your feet back onto the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Use your feet, pushing them into the floor, shoulders rolled back. Lift your pelvis for a moment. Inhale here into the front of your lower body. And exhale, keeping the shoulders wide, keeping the neck relaxed. Just bring your seat back onto your mat and roll down. Come to a lying position with your knees flexed or bent and rest for a couple of breaths. Maybe you find the expansion with an inhale. The grounding and centering as you're lying here. 2 more times. 1. Softening of the neck. And 2. And then whenever you feel like, stay here and breathe for as long as you like. Rest a little while or come back up to sitting. And I hope you had fun with level 1 of core strength training. That it's easier for us to access the center of our body and have this firm stability so we know where we are in space and our brain is really nicely tuned into our own position in space and can adjust also the body. The more we train our center, the easier it gets for us to be balanced and to just challenge ourselves without losing our center. So if you feel like stay with this level for as long as you like. But if you're ready, let's go to level 2. See you next time. Bye-bye. Namaste.